Morning. We have come to João Proshine to check on Baby Beastie's progress with the PPF. Look how shiny! So shiny!
Com todos os painéis e então vou correr todos os sentidos do painel, ver se existem restos de água, restos de umidade, coisas desse género. Na parte de fora, se houver, tem que os resolver. Depois passar álcool isopropílico para limpar tudo.
How cool are these coffee cups? I love this one with Saturn, because Saturn is my favourite planet. Yes, my love?
I don't got one of those.
No, you have your baby Chino there, which he spilt and it went everywhere, and now Fab, including on Fabio's phone, didn't it? Hola, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day of the Q&A. I am finally going to be answering your questions about our move to Portugal, why, and other things. I am rather festive today, looking still a bit like a toe, but a festive toe, so a Christmas toe. Alexander is next door, so he may come in and add his 2 cents. And it would appear that the gardener is here. Anyway, let's try not to focus on anything other than the task at hand. So I have my questions written down on a piece of paper. So old-fashioned of me. But I thought it'd be a bit nicer than, you know, having my phone and doing all that. So time to cut to the chase. The first question that I'm going to be answering is, why did we move? And why Portugal? So for a very long time, I have wanted to move out of London. Oh, doggies chiming in. And so has Fabio. The feeling has been mutual before we were together and then when we were together. So, I mean, that spans back to like 11 years ago. We have been together for a long time. I, at one point in my life, couldn't imagine, when I was about 16, living anywhere but London. But as I got older and I suppose my priorities changed, that all changed. And London, being Mediterranean, first of all, I love the sunshine. I mean, a lot of people do, but then some people like living in the cold. I am not one of those people. I do not like living in the cold. I don't like the cold. It just makes my body lock up, and I honestly feel like the cold gives me anxiety or makes my anxiety worse. Don't know if that's just me, but I personally just wanted out of the crazy London life, which some people obviously love. For me, it's just too much going on, too many people, and this was pre-pandemic. People, in my opinion, are not always, and this is in my personal experience, in the best mood in London, and I just found general interaction, whether that be out and about or driving especially, people, doggies, people were mean, really mean. And as an avid driver, lover of cars, I found myself experiencing road rage on a daily basis. Trying to get anywhere as a driver in London or a lot of cities was incredibly stressful. And I just kind of got to a point where I felt like, after being there for my entire 20s, that I was sort of chasing the wrong things in a sense. So the whole fast fashion thing, I feel like in London is amplified. You feel, or I felt rather, like you need to have new things all the time. You need to be up to date with what's coming out. And if you're into fashion like I am, I was honestly in and out of places all the time just to see what was new. And also then social media added into all of that makes you feel like, or made me feel like, I needed to be constantly updating my wardrobe and getting things, but not just that. Also, London made me feel like, I mean, we have very lovely cars and we're very blessed and very grateful for those cars, but London really made me feel like they weren't good enough. It's just this weird competitive element that I wanted to get away from. And I just, as much as I am a Londoner and I am British, I guess I didn't feel like I really fit there. So I just wanted to change, and I love to travel. I've been lucky enough to experience some incredible places in the world, and I felt like there was more to the world and life than what London had to offer at the time. So we sort of set out to explore what that meant and where we could go and what our options were, essentially, which brings me to our next question, which is why, sorry about my hands, I'm just I can't speak. I talk with my hands. Bear with me, I'm pretty sure the dogs are chewing something they should not be. Alexander's juice lid. So why Portugal? Now, as you may or may not know, but I'm sure a lot of you do, I am obsessed with Miami. And you would think, well, why didn't you move to Miami? It's something that my parents have looked into over the years, as in when we were much younger, they wanted to move us all as a family to Miami, but it didn't work out because, well, moving to America is really difficult. And as I got old enough, when it was basically me and my immediate family, so me, Fabio and Alexander, it's just not somewhere that I personally would want to live full time, because I feel like it would lose its sort of shiny, special, if you will, sort of, well, you know, sometimes when you live somewhere full time, it's not the same as when you get to go and experience it on a holiday. So I didn't want to lose that. But I also don't particularly, again, my opinion. So one of the reasons why, actually, I didn't mention this, I wanted to get out of London is it got really unsafe in my personal experience, and our car was being broken into all the time, and we didn't live in a particularly crime-filled area, if you will, but crime really went up. My parents' house was burgled. I literally would check, like, I was like this, outside the curtains, probably a little bit more concerned, outside like, with my head through the curtains every night before going to bed. I just didn't feel safe. It was one of those things where I felt like I constantly had to look over my shoulder, and I just didn't want to raise my son somewhere where there's all these stabbings, there's people being mugged all the time. I know this happens in a lot of cities, but it's just not something that I wanted to be subjected to, or my child to be subjected to. And yeah, like, just constantly dealing with angry people. I remember holding Alexander one time with my mum, walking our dogs. He was in his sling, and this man on a bike was like going around our car. We could see our car, it wasn't parked far away, was going around our car looking into the windows, and I was like, excuse me, that's my car. And the guy was like, I don't effing care. And literally came up to me and my mum. My mum's from the East End, so it's like, don't get in that woman's face, because that woman will get in your face. But he was being so aggressive, using every curse word under the sun. I had a baby on me, didn't care. I've just been subjected to a lot of experiences that were like, I'm done with this, I can't cope. My sister's house was burgled. It's just, in my experience as an anxious person, not somewhere I wanted to be in the long run, or raise a family. Lost my train of thought. So Miami just ended up not being an option. Why not Greece? I don't speak Greek. Fabio doesn't speak Greek. It would have been a lot harder, I think, to actually settle and be a part of society, if you will, and sort of get integrated and find work, because yes, a lot of people speak English, but it's different. So why Portugal? Well, Portugal, in my mind, was very sort of rural. I'd only ever been to Fabio's town up north, which is very different to city life here in Portugal. But we weren't actually necessarily looking for city life, and decided, let's go to the Algarve. We've heard so many wonderful things. I have friends who have vacationed or holidayed here for years, and it was completely new to the pair of us. So we took a holiday here, loved it. It reminds me of Florida and Greece sort of combined, obviously with Portugal having its own charm, but from my sort of comfort experience, it was like a morph of these two places that I love. And so it kind of felt like a no-brainer. Fabio's 100% Portuguese, he speaks the language. Let's see if we can do this. So we took another trip here where we started looking for rental options, and it all happened really quickly. I'd say in the space of like a month, we had come here twice and decided we're going to do it. We're going to try. I mean, life begins on the edge of your comfort zone. So we initially had a 6-month plan that we were going to rent a place here and rent out our place in London and see how that all pans out. And if we want to stay here permanently, then we'll look into a more permanent option, whether that meant renting our house out in London full time or selling. But at this point, we really weren't thinking that far ahead. So we moved in January 2020, and lo and behold, pandemic. So that completely upped and changed our plans. And we ended up trying to go back to London loads of times, but it just wasn't doable with COVID and the travel restrictions and all of that. And by this time, Alexander was at school, and with pets and COVID, we would normally drive, but driving was impossible to do the cross-border thing, or it was really complicated and you needed all this paperwork. And as an anxious being, it just wasn't something I wanted to do. So Fabio ended up going back and packing up our house and getting all our stuff. And we sold our house, which I'm still processing if I'm honest. And we found a home here and made it permanent. Next question. Did you know anyone in Portugal before moving? Nope, we didn't know anyone. Fabio had work lined up through a friend in London who very thankfully helped him get settled here work-wise and hook him up before we moved. But in terms of knowing anyone, we didn't know anyone down here. So down here in the Algarve, I mean. Fabio's got family up north in Portugal, in like sort of mainland Portugal. But no, down here in the Algarve, nobody. So next question, has moving affected you and Fab's work life? I think it's actually been more beneficial. He's thriving here. He's so much more confident in himself. I feel like Portugal is a little bit behind in the sense that there's still opportunity to be had. Not that there isn't in London, but London's quite cutthroat and very competitive. And here it's still a little bit more relaxed. And I feel like there's a lot more room for growth. So yeah, it really has been beneficial in that sense. And I mentioned in the comment section of one of my latest vlogs that we have always wanted to get into the property side of things, where it's finding somewhere that needs renovation and flipping it. So that's actually what we are doing at the moment. Exciting. Do I speak Portuguese is the next question. So I don't speak Portuguese fluently. I can get by. I can go to the cafe and order some things, and I can actually probably make it seem like I'm Portuguese, because I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I've got the pronunciation nailed. And I put that down to being fluent in French, but also the fact that I've been with Fabio for 11 years and his family in the UK are still very Portuguese. Everything in their house is Portuguese, the TV. So it kind of helped to ease me into living in Portugal, because I kind of felt like I lived in Portugal when I would go to their house. And yet it was completely unanticipated for us to eventually live here. So in that sense, it has been a massive, massive help. And I think also for Alexander, because Portuguese is not unfamiliar to him. He was hearing it all the time in the UK. So yeah. The next question is, how easy was it to settle? I would say with the pandemic, it wasn't the easiest. And obviously moving abroad is not always the simplest thing, but in terms of feeling like I found where I belong, in a sense, it was quite easy to settle, and you'd be surprised at how many people in the Algarve speak English. I think for Alexander, it was also quite a good transitional period in the sense that it's still very English in certain elements here. The school system is very mixed English-Portuguese, which is very much like his home life. And so for him, it wasn't tricky, thank goodness. For Fab, And I mean, in terms of the language for Fab, it obviously hasn't been difficult. But in terms of sort of the system, residency and all of that, for me and for Fab, it's completely different to the UK. So paperwork and all that has been a learning experience. But I feel like it would be like that in any country, like any new country abroad, because everyone does things differently, right? So that's probably been the trickiest element, is getting our head around the Portuguese system and the fact that it takes a lot longer here to do things, and it's a little bit dated of a system, I would say, compared to London. But, you know, you just have to deal with it. The next question is, did we move all our stuff from our London home? We did. Everything. Pretty much. I mean, I'd say like 98% of things. Some things we gave to friends, but most of it is here. And actually has fit in so well. I'm so lucky that it seems to have just slot right in like it belongs here, because that has made it a lot easier. We have had to get more furniture, but other than that, I think it was a success. The next question is, what do I love about Portugal? The people are so nice, the weather is amazing, the quality of life is there, it's safe. You can drive, you can actually drive. Like there is, so this is the Algarve. This is all very specific to the Algarve. There is minimal traffic. Did I say the food? What else? Just the sort of ease of living. Don't get me wrong, like I said, like paperwork-wise and stuff, it is a bit taxing. But in terms of meeting people and making friends and doing things, new experiences, it has been so awesome. And I feel like there are so many things that I love about Portugal. The fact that you're actually in nature down here in the Algarve. I keep saying Portugal, but this is very specific, my Q&A, to the Algarve. Living in nature, like surrounded by nature, the cliffs, the fact that the Eastern Algarve and Western Algarve is so broad in terms of beaches and just wildlife and things like that. I honestly love all of that so much. And I feel like I've pretty much mentioned everything that I love. Okay, next question. Pros and cons of living in Portugal. Well, I kind of feel like I've addressed this in the sense that pros are, it's safe. If you're a driver, you can drive. If you are looking to start something, whether that's a car group or a business, I feel like there's still so much room for that. It is obviously competitive like everywhere, but not like London. It's nowhere near as cutthroat as London. Did I say it's safe? Because it is so safe. Don't get me wrong, down here in the Algarve, there is petty crime and things like that, but nowhere in the same league as what happens in London. Pros, the food is so fresh, the weather is amazing, the people are so nice, everybody is so welcoming, even though I am technically a foreigner, I'm not Portuguese, I'm not made to feel like that. Don't get me wrong, there are some people who are a little bit like another English person, but, you know, here I am. What else? Pros. My son is so happy. I feel like he can have an actual childhood here. Not that he can't have a childhood in London, but it's just a completely different kind of childhood. It's a city childhood. You can't really, in a city, you know, be one with nature. Here you can, and here there's so many options for him, whether that's land, nature, sea, nature, exploring, hiking, water sports. It's honestly like an endless list of things to do. And of the kids that I've met here and teenagers from my car group or whatever, I feel like they don't grow up too fast, if that makes sense. In London at like 13, I was getting involved in things that I don't want my kids to get involved in. I remember here when we first moved here, I met a 16-year-old and he was part of our car group. And I was like, oh my God, a 16-year-old that looks 16, who, you know, if anything, looks like a baby. He's not like trying to grow up really fast or doesn't have a beard. Not that that's anybody's, you know, fault, but I don't know. I just feel like in London, you're trying to be an adult way before you should. And this is from my personal experience because I was one of those teens. But yeah, pros. Cons, I would say, are minimal. I mean, the system of sort of getting paperwork done and all that is slower, so I suppose that's a con. The fact that off-season, so basically in the winter, a lot of things close, like restaurants and establishments, if you will. So there can be sort of less to do, but that doesn't bother me at all. What else? Cons. If you're into cars, they are way more expensive here in Portugal than they are in the UK. There's a double tax thing here where you basically end up paying so much more than you should on things like cars. So that's a con, but that's literally only if you're into cars like us. What else con-wise? I honestly can't think of anything. I think that's it. I mean, in terms of things being super accessible, like in London, you know, there's a food sort of option everywhere you go, whether that's pret-a-manger, Leon, Eat, sort of fast but healthier food seems to be everywhere in London. Here, it's very much more restaurants and really fresh produce in the supermarket, but not things like oven meals. So you need to be more hands-on and proactive when it comes to cooking and food, which I love. It is obviously a little bit trickier sometimes, but it's something that you can learn to get used to very easily. I love cooking, I love recipes and all of that. So it's just maybe not as convenient, if you will, than a city with having things open 24 hours or really late night. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it really doesn't bother me. Favourite thing about living in Portugal? Well, I feel like I've kind of touched on that. The weather, the food, the people, and the quality of life, definitely. And the ability to thrive, if you will, whether that's in your personal life, but also work-wise. Also, my anxiety and daily stress has plummeted compared to what it was like in London. So that's a huge pro. How is the process of finding a rental? Okay, so this is a good question because it is hard, I will be honest. There are loads of short-term rentals here in the Algarve. I know I keep saying Portugal, so please bear with me because I mean the Algarve. But in the Algarve, it is mainly short-term rentals, especially summer rentals. And I suppose a con to that is the price triples in the summer for these rentals. And long-term rentals are really hard to find, especially houses or villas. So it was tricky, and we didn't have the best experience with our rentals in that we sort of felt like we'd hit the jackpot, but we didn't know that there were loads of problems with the house that was sort of kept from us. And you may remember this from my Instagram story, but one night, literally at 4 a.m., it sounded like there was an earthquake. And it was the brick feature in the house we were renting had literally collapsed above the staircase. And this was outside of Alexander's bedroom. And normally at that time, he comes into our bedroom. So it was a fatal accident, thankfully avoided, but it would have been, whether that was me, Fabio, Baba, the pets, it was a, excuse my language, shit show. So we had to go and live in a hotel for about 2 weeks, I think it was, while the rental company found us another house. We obviously gave them no option. They knew about this risky brick thing, ceiling feature, but let us move in with a small child anyway. So that was a hot mess. So I would definitely recommend having, I know it sounds a bit extra, but having a rental home surveyed before you move in somewhere like the Algarve or in the Algarve, because it just avoids disaster. And then the second rental that they put us in flooded, if you would use certain electrical appliances, the whole house would lose power. It was just inexperience, to say the least. So it definitely is the reason why we decided to sell our house in London and buy here, because we wanted a stable and reliable roof over our heads. So next question, how has my life changed since moving and my relationships? So my life has definitely changed for the better in that, like I said, my anxiety and stress have just massively gone down. The quality of life, I feel personally, has improved just on a day-to-day basis. The weather and the interaction with people, even though, it's a pandemic, so there isn't that much interaction with people. But when there is, everyone is so welcoming and lovely. And I've honestly made some wonderful friends here. My life has honestly just changed, I think, for the better, in that I feel like the world is our oyster here, as opposed to in London. I kind of felt like a hermit. I was a total hermit crab. My relationships, luckily all my friend relationships, as much as they are now long distance, have not changed. Me and my besties are still ride or die. I love them. Shout out to you all. I miss you so much. My relationship with Fab, I think, has strengthened because obviously we've been tested through the pandemic, through moving abroad, and all of these things that have just made us, obviously at times, challenged, but in the long run and in hindsight, closer and bounce off of each other now more than ever. And I'm really grateful, touch wood, that in that sense, everything is just more solid, if that makes sense. Not that it wasn't in London, but I feel like there are a lot more distractions in London than there are here. And we've had to focus and support each other a lot in these last 2 years, and it's just made us and family-wise, I'm incredibly lucky that my parents are now also living here, so I have them to see and to be around, and I'm a huge homebody in the sense of my family. So where it does suck that I don't get to see my family that live in the UK, I get to see my parents, which is just honestly, I'm so grateful for, especially with the pandemic and everything. So what life advice would I give? I mean, I feel like this is quite a broad question, and it's the last question. I feel like life is short and you don't know what's around the corner. My mum always says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. However, I think it's so important to just get out there and try, because you don't know until you try. And like I said earlier, life begins in the edge of your comfort zone. So if you want to make a change and it's something that you feel that you can do it. Honestly, I have no regrets in upping our lives from the UK to here. It has been a huge challenge, but such a rewarding challenge. And I'm so, so thankful that it's something that we did, because it has been so beneficial in so many ways, and mainly, I would say, for our family, and just being able to give the sort of quality of life that I would dream of for my kid. And I just think if you are thinking about it, then go for it. Whether that means, seeing if it's actually something that you could do, moving abroad. I just think from what we've been through with our move and then the pandemic and all of that, I wouldn't change any of it. And I'm so grateful for everything that we've been able to do. And I think that life just throws these things at you that are completely out of your control. So if there are things that you can do that are in your control, do it. Do it. Honestly, like things like work and all of that, you'll figure it out. And if it's meant to be, it shall be. And if it wasn't, well, you tried. And all you can do is try. So, yeah, that is my Q&A about life in Portugal, moving to Portugal, living in Portugal. And by Portugal, I will precisely mean, for the 100th time, the Algarve. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any more questions, ask me down below. I will be sure to answer them. And thank you for your patience. It has been a chatty video. But I did it. I have addressed what I really wanted to address about, life here. So I hope it wasn't too blah, and you guys enjoyed a little bit of insight into our life here. Thanks for watching. Howdy partners. So today is another day of Vlogmas. It is actually a day where we are hosting a Friendsmas this evening for dinner. So I just wanted to add that in. But we're going to start this vlog off not with my advent calendar. I'll be doing that shortly when I put my face on a little bit. But with some of the goodies, if not all of the goodies pretty much, that I got in Lisboa, aka Lisbon. So to start off with, I wanted to get my perfume from this shop called Otro, O-T-R-O, I will link it down below. Insane perfume store. If you are in Lisbon, you must go there. So my normal go-to perfume was Montal Café Oh my god, I can't speak because I'm so excited. Café Intense, which is intense coffee. And I went in to get that because I haven't been able to get my hands on it for a long time. And the gentleman in the shop actually schooled me a little bit on how it's a synthetic perfume. And they have the pretty much same scent from another brand, but it's not synthetic, it's all natural, and it smells incredible. So, well, I bought it because I am one that likes to invest in my personal scent without sounding like weird. But I love my perfumes and I love having a unique perfume scent. Because I was going to say a unique scent, but that kind of makes it sound like I don't bathe, which I very much do. So I bought this perfume, which is by Tiziana Terenzi. It is made in Italy, and there's a whole paragraph by Leonardo da Vinci on the back in Italian. I am not going to butcher that, but this is called Deluxe, D-E-L, I'm just going to put it there. And as you can see, it says Eau de Parfum Natural Spray. It looks like this. I think that there's another, yeah. So there's this, which is the lid, I believe. And then, I don't know how this works. I think this is maybe for like travel, and this is for show, like to display, but it smells just like Café Intense by Montal, except better because it is natural. I'm gonna, that was just so attractive. But yeah, so I wanted to share that. And I also got this other perfume because, oh my god, did it smell like heaven. It is also by Tiziana Terenzi. Now, these are a little bit on the pricey side, I'm going to keep it real, but I got Halle, and this smells so good. It's like a fruity, oh, I don't know how to explain it, but, okay, so it says on the back, Luna Collection, made in Italy. When wearing one of these perfumes, we feel a sense of wonder because this collection embodies the essence of rediscovery. We thought, skipped a line, of recognizing the dearest possessions we thought we had lost, or perhaps did not even know that we had forgotten. Wearing these fragrances takes us on an epic journey to the moon in search of our precious lost object. So, it is Halle Extrait de Parfum Natural Spray from the Comet collection. So I'm going to open this. Finally. So, look at this bougie biatch that is this perfume. Oh, if I can get the lid off the box. I mean, they have spared nothing with this packaging. It is a red velvet box. I mean, oh, I don't want to do, oh, have you seen that video on Instagram of, I forget her Instagram handle, but she's sharing the Prada bubbles, like the Christmas tree bubbles, and she's like, and they all fall out and smash. So I'm going to make sure I hold the perfume. Look at that. Now I am into mixing my scents, so I'm going to do that. Oh my goodness gracious me. So the other one has like a coffee and vanilla sort of deep scent, it's like those notes. This is like fruity and oh, it smells heavenly. I can't even explain it. So yeah, it just is so nice. So these are my two new signature scents that I wanted to share with you guys. I will link them down below. Moving on to Monsieur Louis Vuitton. So, as you may or may not know, in my last video I mentioned that Tino, shout out Tino, at Louis Vuitton Lisbon, fed my feature wall needs and gifted me, not one, well, so a friend of mine bought something also in Louis, and then she very kindly gave me the bag. How cool. So we're going to add these to the wall because I have some bare space that needs some shopping bags on it. That's how I justify my shopping. But the creme de la creme, pièce de résistance. So number one of my cheeky purchases, let me tell you, it had been like 2 years since I had been in a, if not longer, store like Louis Vuitton. So I felt like I behaved, if you will. Got some sunglasses. Now these are actually, believe it or not, men's. I love to go to the men's section and have a little, you know, browse at what they've got because, well, I feel like women obviously are going to go, not necessarily, but tend to go for the women's wear section. And I like to be a little bit different and have things that maybe, you know, not all of the other ladies have. Not all, but you know what I mean. They're not women's, so I feel like you're less likely to see them on a woman. Now this one, so the box, stunning. It's got little details. Ta-da! Now, these are very extra, but I like to think sometimes so am I. I fell in love with the colour. I fell in love with the detail. So, you may have seen them already on my Instagram, but you may not. Ooh! Look at these babies. So they have a gem in the middle, and then silver LVs on the arms. Oh, I'm obsessed with these. I mean, hi. Okay, enough. But I'm obsessed. They are just such a statement. I love them. So they also came in black with the detail in gold. Usually I'm a gold hardware person, but the green, I couldn't resist the green. So I got these babies. Oh, I just love them so much. They are so awesome. Okay, I need to stop. Moving on to the next item, last but not least, from my Louis haul. So I've wanted these since I saw them on the gram. You most likely will have seen them before. Oh, look at that. If you are into fashion and on the gram, and by the gram I mean Instagram, saw these, I think it was about a year ago in the pandemic. I thought, never going to get my hands on them. And, well, my hands are on them. We found each other. They're not going to be for everyone, but neither am I, as I like to say. And these are very much for me. The comfort element is key. And these provide nothing but the comfort. So, oh, I hate taking off the ribbon because it's so pretty. I tried to put the ribbon back on the sunglasses box and failed, like majorly. So, Let's do it. Oh! I'm so excited to wear these. Oh, this is going to take me a hot minute because of my nails. Oh, talk about anticlimactic. Ruining the moment, rather. I love having long nails. These are mine. But, my goodness me, can they be debilitating at times. Can I get this ribbon off? Nope. I need a tool. Oh, can we get the ribbon off? I think we can. Without opening it. Sure as hell gonna try. And then open it later. Yes! Oh, have I spoken too soon? No, I haven't. Yeah! Okay. We did it. We did it. Are we ready? Oops. Oh, God. Why am I so clumsy? So, the moment of truth. I'm so excited to wear these. My feet are so excited to wear these. I'm going to spray them first, though. Ta-da! You might be thinking, what? Wait for it. Just wait for it. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I love them so much. Do we remember these from Instagram? Because I do. And they have the little Louis detail on the front. They have the lace, which is also in the brown monogram print. Oh, they are honestly like little parka pillows. And by parka, I mean like a parka coat, puffer coat, for your feet. My feet are so happy with me right now, I tell you. Because if you know about me and my like Louis Vuitton collection, for one, my feet, while they look pretty, oh, do they suffer whilst they are in those. Whereas in these, they may not look as pretty in the opinion of some. Not mine, because I think these are freaking epic. But these are just, like a hug for your feet. A really cozy cuddle. I love them so much. So I am so happy with those. You might be thinking, wait, but you live in a hot country. Well, these double as a house slipper, believe it or not. They are for indoor and outdoor use. I'm sure by indoor they mean like when you go inside places, but I took that as, or did they mean that? I took it as like in your house, like a house slipper. So when it is not the season for, you know, winter shoes, I'll be wearing them inside. But when it is, like now, I will be wearing them outside. So, voila. What do we think? Do we like? I mean, because I love. And isn't that all that matters, really? So, yeah. Anyway, as I said, it is Friendsmas. So, I need to quickly run to the supermarket to get some last-minute goodies. And I will hopefully see you guys a bit later on. Well, I will when I do my advent calendar and my makeup. But yeah, I hope to get some of my cooking and all of that in this vlog. So until then. I just had to quickly film how stunning these look here. My little perfume. Anyway, me again. So we are currently prepping all of the food for Friendsmas. I'm looking for the garlic. Where's the garlic, my love?
Garlic.
Yeah. Here. So we are making Greek potatoes. Fab is slicing the Brussels sprouts because I'm making honey glazed sriracha Brussels sprouts. And when I say this tastes divine, I mean it. What else do I need to do? Well, get cooking, so stay tuned. Look at this sunset. Holy moly. Stunning. Wowza. Whew, so I put my face on just in time. Potatoes are about to come out. We have a Greek mincemeat but veggie mincemeat pastry. and I'm about to put the Brussels sprouts in. So the Greek potatoes are almost done. They're in the final stage. And the honey sriracha Brussels sprouts are done. The salad is in the fridge. Oh, I need to do the falafel for the salad. This falafel is so good. It's from Aldi. Don't judge me for not making my own falafel. There's been so much going on. This is so good though. Then we have truffle crisps, and these are balsamic vegetable crisps. Look at you, monkey. Okay. Oh, I have zoomed. Oh. I've got my festive hat on, my festive sparkly dress. Oh, and the ultimate slipper. And these tights make me look really pale, but we're just going to ignore those because, well, I haven't shaved my legs. Hello? Hello? You hungry? Yummy! Where did Fab put the potato? Oh, duh. Friendsmas was a success. So it was a lovely evening, but I'm pooped. It's like 1 a.m. We are going to bed. I survived this long. It's a miracle. I didn't do my advent calendar, so I'll do that tomorrow. But it's time for me to go. Good night. Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve from my parents' house. My dad is making pasta. Fab is chilling. My mum and Alexander are together next door. Oh, is it zoomed in? It's a very family Christmas Eve. Oh, my hair's coming out. I need to rest this. Fix my bonnet. Oh, I've got that bloody song stuck in my head. We're walking in the air. Oh. If that is not an annoying Christmas song, I don't know what is. Oh. Almost knocked over the magnifying glass. Got my little hair clap. Ah! My dad is making his famous pasta and it smells good.
Funny, aren't they?
Christmas pasta. I've already attacked it. No, say no cameras, please. I don't understand that. Is that your favourite?
No.
Okay, but is that your favourite ice cream?
Yeah.
So, as it's Christmas Eve, Alexander's going to write his letter to Santa. So here you have to write to, and it says you have to write Santa.
What's to?
So it says to, so you write to Santa.
Is that to?
Yeah, you have to write Santa. That's where you write it. And if you write, I've been a very good boy, and I would like to say thank you so much for your visit. Good job.
And
you can write down here, I'll be leaving you some nice treats. Not there, Baba, down here. There it says thank you. Yeah, so you can write here. That's such a good A, buddy. Good job. Oh, wow. My little lefty, I love you so much. Mwah. So, wow. Oh, be careful, okay? And now write, I'm leaving you some nice food for you and the reindeer. Thank you so much for coming to my house. Love you lots. Good job. And then here you write Alexander. Good A, buddy. Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful, buddy. What a good signature. My heart, honestly. Awesome. You done?
Nearly.
Nearly. Mommy's gonna get... Okay.
There.
Okay, let's go put it in your stocking. So, over here, let's turn the light on. That's some of the light, right. So, Mommy's going to fold it up. Here. You put it in the pocket at the front.
In there.
Yep, that's where your letter to Santa goes.
Can't do it.
Yeah. There we go. Mommy will fold it again. Oh, doing this with one hand is a little tricky. There we go.
Here we go.
So your letter to Santa's there, my love.
Mom, here we go.
Thank you for the pen. And Santa's going to come down the chimney. So we need to get to bed. Whoops. You're right. Oh my gosh, Bubba. Don't run on that carpet. It's very slippery, buddy. Oh, you're doing it on purpose now. Come on, let's go. So now we're going to get some carrots for the reindeer. Wait, in the next drawer. Where are the carrots? Oh, maybe in the... Oh no, the carrots are up here. Silly mummy. Okay. Some carrots. I'll get a plate. And are we going to make Santa a cup of tea? Yeah?
How many sugars should we give Santa? 1 or 2?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Here's the plate, buddy. So those are for the reindeer. And now we need to get something for Santa. Should we give him a chocolate muffin?
Yeah, chocolate. Oh.
Bubba, don't do that.
Chocolate muffin.
Look, it's a Christmas one. Here, put that on the plate for Santa. Don't smush it. Put it on the plate for Santa. No, next to the carrots, no?
That's for the reindeer.
Okay. Oh, be careful. So here we have Santa's treat, the reindeer. Put it there.
Like Olaf.
Yeah, like Olaf.
I'm a snowman.
Okay, pop it there because it's for the reindeer.
Of things.
With things. Right, let's make that cup of tea.
Cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Be careful, my love.
Cup of tea,
Come here.
cup of tea.
Help Daddy. Help Daddy do the tea. He's there. Maybe you can put the sugar in. Off we go. Oops, Bubba.
We're going to leave it here.
Down on here. Oh, Alexander.
Dude, relax, stop.
Oh, see.
Can you get up off the floor, please? Leave it down here. Okay, time for bed. Santa's coming in the morning. Bubby, please stop running around on the carpet. Oh, be careful, Mr. Parkour. Trying to do Santa's footprints. Yeah, it's fine. Stocking is done. Footprints. Santa's presents. So Santa's arrival has all been set up. Well, arrival and departure. So we're going to hit the sack because it is so late. But Merry Christmas. It's technically Christmas. See you tomorrow. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
What are we going to go and do now? Downstairs.
We're going to go check.
We're gonna go check.
Check what?
Check for Santa ate his tea and
who else?
a muffin and a carrot.
Yeah, see if the reindeer ate the carrots.
Yeah, let's go and see.
Okay. Okay, wait. Daddy's coming. Look, it's here.
Dad, I coming.
Go. Let's go. Let's see.
Don't run on my hand.
Mommy, I like your nails.
Thank you so much. Oh!
Wait, don't see it. Oh my gosh.
Look, the footprints.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look, Santa brought you presents.
Yeah.
Is that Santa paper?
Footprints.
Footprints. Wow.
No.
Look, these must be your presents from Santa.
Yeah. And my teddy bear.
Oh.
How many presents did you get?
Look. And look. Oh.
Oh.
And look, Santa took your letter.
Check your letter. Is it there?
No, it's not. A present in here.
Look, there's more.
This one.
Wow, there's so many.
Oh, this one.
Is there more?
Yeah,
They're coming, doggies.
I think it's this one more.
Wow.
Can I open it?
Okay.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
It looks, marbles.
Santa brought you some marbles. There must be a reason why.
Why they got marbles? I thought there was a car inside there. Look at Lego.
You're so funny.
What's this? This?
Okay, doggies, we're coming.
I think there's a doggy thing inside here. For the doggy.
No, it's not for the doggies.
It's a bottle!
Oh, wow, a new one. You needed a new bottle. Santa was listening.
Yeah. I thought Santa was bringing on the ocean jacket. Maybe this. This would be this right here.
Santa got you some Spider-Man colouring. That's so cool.
And what I'm gonna get?
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Do you want to open it and see what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah? Daddy, can you just take the tape off that one?
It's,
You're opening all your stocking presents.
yeah. Because I like them.
You like them?
Yeah.
You like your marbles?
And Legos!
Wow! Look, Funky, they're special marbles. Look in the light. See? Look, here they look a different colour. And then when you put them up in the light,
Yeah.
they go like that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. And now this last one.
Last one from your stocking. Over here. Yeah. Over this side.
I think it's another bit.
Sticker books! No, wait, there's another one in here. Look.
What is it?
And then you put the stickers. And you can make a face. And then look at this one. I just want to show you.
It's Nanny coming today.
See the animals? Yes, she is. And look, you put the clothes on the animals. And look at this. Watch.
Let me have a try.
It's yours.
Remember what we did when we went to Lisbon?
Yeah.
Remember, you put your hand underneath and it goes up.
Other side? Like that? No, I'll hold it. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that cool? Other way? Yeah, other way. Like that. Look, I'll show you. Want to see something funny? Look.
That's like the mask.
Just like the mask. You have to put your, you have to put it like that, and then put your head back. Head back, head back.
You have to lean up there.
Yeah, there you go, like that.
and then you close your eyes.
And look, you can do your foot like this.
No, maybe like this.
Whoa,
Oh.
that's awesome.
And you can do your legs.
Yeah, your knees,
And
your fingers,
fingers.
like this.
No. One finger.
Okay, we're coming, doggies. So you liked your presents from Santa? What did you say Santa is? You just said to me Santa's so...
Beautiful.
Amazing.
You did say amazing, but beautiful work too.
Amazing.
We're
Amazing.
going to tidy up the plates. Yeah, put it in the sink.
And why he ate, drink that and that and that? I don't know why Jack put it.
Because he was really hungry after his long journey from the North Pole, and so were the reindeer, Monkey. Your teddy bear is so nice. Did Santa get it for you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it soft?
Can I do this?
No, don't step on the footprints.
Why?
Got to keep them there so we can show Nanny. So Alexander just gave me a present that he made at school. Fab, are you going to come and help?
I got it.
Will you help me?
Yeah.
Gently. Oh, wait, don't rip it. What's inside? Oh, did you make this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is it for the tree?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think we have to put some glue on it because it seems to have broken. Wow, Alexander made this. It's a tree ornament. Oops, that's okay. Be careful of the snow. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Monkey. Can I give you a kiss?
I don't know.
Can I give you a kiss for my decoration?
Sorry.
Kiss? I love you. Go this way. Go this way. Ooh. Can I see the face you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we need to do the ears, Mom.
We're going to do the ears?
Yeah, the crazy ears.
Okay, let's find the ears. There's more noses. Oh, moustache.
Maybe
And you can put a hat. Or a pipe.
Mom?
Getting pampered.
You want to do ears?
Mom?
Yes.
On crazy ears.
Crazy ears. These are crazy ears.
Yeah.
Okay, let me help you. Are those the ears?
Yeah.
Wow, and did you say, who's that? Did you say that's you?
That's...
Doesn't look like you. You've got much nicer teeth.
Yeah, that is me. That is me with no more teeth.
Okay. Oh, hey. So I'm just making some Christmas food, or our version of Christmas food, because my parents are almost here. I wanted to say we have some very exciting news to share. If you don't know already, head over to my Instagram. I will link the particular post down below. But yeah, we've got the Greek lemon potatoes roasting in the oven, and I made the honey sriracha sauce again because it is addictive. This time on some vegan meatballs. which are going to go in the oven. And I'm also going to be popping this in the oven because it is so good. It is a plant-based Greek pie made with Beyond Meat. So yeah, that is our little Christmas feast for today. And we're going to do presents while it cooks. Baba? Monkey?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
So Alexander has been dying to use this bath bomb. It's called Santa's Magic Sleigh Bath Bomb. And oh, it's broken, of course. Oh well, I shall fix it somehow. The loo is over there. Hold on. His magic sleigh bath bomb is broken. That's an air freshener. I had a feeling it would be broken. Good. Yeah.
Mommy, where's my Santa bath bomb?
It's here, but it's broken. It's okay. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to use in the bath.
But did it break?
No, Santa didn't break, just the sled, the sleigh. I'm going to bring it. Don't worry. I'll bring it for you. Go on.
It's broken.
It's okay. You were going to break it in the bath anyway, my love.
No, but it was broken.
Buddy, it's okay. Look, this isn't broken. Daddy's got it all in one piece.
Go quickly, go.
Like your book, all in one piece. Wow.
I'm breaking it.
You're breaking it. Okay.
Merry Christmas!
My favorite. It has been such an awesome day. I feel like Alexander had the best Christmas. Therefore, we had the best Christmas, didn't we? Sociable over there. Alan, did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? He's like, enough, lady. You want cuddles? Oh, you do want cuddles. Or maybe not. So on that note, it is bedtime. Just got out the bath, which is why I'm looking like a squeaky clean toe. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to edit this and get it up ASAP. Obviously, because you are now watching it. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next vlog, because I'm going to keep on vlogging. I just don't know if it's going to be sort of like daily vlogs, weekly vlogs, we shall see. But I'm definitely back. So see you guys next time.